Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppage, today joined by
Brett
of Anomyces. Check out a beer that we brought back from Brewskill. What an amazing festival.
Yep.
I think that was one of the best I've been to be honest. I mean, my two favorites now is Mikkelers, MBCC, and Brewskill. But Brewskill has like the same hype breweries, but it's just a bit more laid back.
It's more calm and down to earth,
which is really nice.
Yeah. And of course outside. The
great weather
really
really made it amazing.
Yeah. But not to take away from the way it's organized, because
it's
a good concept and a good organization.
But yeah, we got this there actually because Dan, aka Dan the Man, Dan Burke. If you're in the beer industry and know a lot of the hype breweries, you probably know Dan. He does a lot of traveling and whatnot, and he's a great dude. But whenever we see each other, he always has some beers for me, which is amazing. So thanks a ton, Dan.
Yeah.
But this, he said, it's not just him, man. This is also from Chris, from Transient. So apparently he was talking to Chris about the review we did of the Transient Kentucky, and we kind of rep Transient a lot at MBCC as well, because we're like, why is there no line here? Like Buckley, or no, Canuckley and all this stuff, and Neckbeard Nectar was insane.
All the Imperial stouts.
Yes. So apparently Chris gave Dan some bottle variants of the 19 Buckley for us to try, so that he could
Buckley Reserve.
Yeah, and he was also pouring for Transient as well, Dan. So got us some variants. So we got two variants to try, and we're trying one of them today. We actually got to try the Buckley Reserve you talk about, but we got this one, which is Smuckley, and we got the Prince of Barkness. But yeah, the Reserve number 2 was probably one of the best beers of the fest.
I think so.
But this will be interesting to try as well. So this is the Smuckley, and they've released quite a few variants over the years of Kentucky, and apparently this is Kentucky is also a variant on Buckley, which is their breakfast stout, and this is a variant on Buckley, their breakfast stout. So apparently Dan told me that they do like loads of different tap only variants. And people can kind of vote for their favorite, or it's like a people's choice, and this was a people's choice, that this was the one they should do in bottles this time. And Smuckley is a peanut butter jelly version of Buckley. So this is a part of a balanced breakfast, it says. This is Smuckley. This is a 13.5% Imperial Stout brewed with vanilla, raspberries, peanuts, and Michigan maple syrup. And it looks like a lot like a marmalade kind of label. I think it's called Smuggly.
Like an old school 60s, 70s marmalade label.
And then the Buckley, which is their Chris dog, which is as the Wild Things in Wild Things styles. But I love that artwork. Yeah. But I think it's a marmalade or a jam in the States. Yeah. Just called Smugglies as well. It's called something similar. Yeah. But this will be fun to try because it smells like peanut butter from here. So pours a very nice and thick black color.
Yep. That is
pitch
completely thick and black and
all
the good stuff.
It looks great in the glass, and a nice tan head on this one. Should we check out the aroma?
Yeah,
let's do it. Holy
that is if you combine peanut butter and raspberry marmalade.
It is exactly like fucking peanut butter or marmalade sandwiches.
Yeah.
With
what the hell
flavor? This is fucking crazy.
And it has like a toasted bread kind of thing. What?
This reminds me of when we had the peanut butter chocolate stout from what are they called?
Oh my god!
The one we had Eslin. It's the same crazy intense peanut butter vibe, which just smells so fucking good.
But, wow, I love that raspberry jam.
It works so well in there. It's crazy as well with it. What I really like about Transient is, first of all, like the base is really, you can smell this is crazy thick, the base. So they really work with these adjuncts. And then also, it smells real.
Yeah, it doesn't have that artificial.
No.
It smells like if you stick your nose into like organic
peanut butter.
Freaking peanut butter and raspberry jam. If you combine those two and with like toasted bread, slightly roasted malt, maybe like
there's a roasty kind of coffee, but I'll say like vanilla and maple syrup is like is on the back. It's really like they made sure that the peanut butter and raspberry kind of jam aroma or flavor is what shines.
But there's definitely some vanilla.
Yeah, I mean,
think
there's definitely maple syrup is what's most played down. But wow, it smells like it's, as you said, it has the toasty vibe of freaking toast. It smells like a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Kind of. It sounds weird to say that, but it's definitely close.
It smells really good.
Yeah. Let's try it. Cheers. Thanks a ton to Dan and Chris.
Thanks, man.
Wow! What a umami bomb when you get it in your mouth.
That is just...
It's like really savory peanut butter flavor. It is...
And that's also from the base. Ooh. The umami.
Yeah. And then definitely also the raspberries. And then the aftertaste is like this really nice raspberry coffee chocolatey thing going on.
Yeah, and that raspberry
Transient
jam
is
kind of...
so underrated.
Yeah.
These guys are fucking like this is. I love this brewery, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a good friend of Dan's, and Dan and Chris was kind enough to get this bottle all the way to us in Denmark through a beer fest. It is really good. I think this is great. I understand why people voted for this to be a bottle ready.
It is so unique. Probably one of the most unique Imperial Stouts I've had in a very, very long time.
And the thing is, it sounds like it's not going to work, but it does. It's a fruited stout that works.
Yeah, but again, lots of umami and like roasted peanut butter and
so much peanut. It tastes like peanut butter, like savory, salty peanut butter, almost like roasted peanut flavor.
Yeah,
and it's as intense as it was in the Aslan one. What was it called? Bale. Yeah. It's like as intense. But then you have like this tart, raspberry flavor, but it's also very jammy marmalade-y that cuts some of that savoriness, brings in some sweetness, and then you have undertones of like the vanilla as well. There's definitely hints of maple, and then like a big like robust base of an Imperial Stout. There's like roasty, toasty, but it still doesn't detract from the adjuncts, which is so awesome. Like again, this is another example of a base done just right.
There's something in that reminds me a little bit of Hindbærsnitter.
Yeah. Oh, I can totally see that because of the toasted bread kind of thing. Yeah. I think it's the toasted
vanilla and then raspberry.
Yeah.
And
it's
also,
a Danish pastry.
It's a very famous Danish pastry, and maybe also because of the maple, because Hindbærsnitter are quite sweet.
So Hindbærsnitter is almost like a Pop-Tart, but not as shitty. A Pop-Tart is, Pop-Tart's okay. But Hindbærsnitter is like artisanally baking goods in Denmark. It's like you go to a bakery, almost all bakers have it, and it's like a crusty, kind of sugary, and not a bread, but a cake or whatever on top, like a biscuit almost.
Yeah,
it's very like crumbly. I don't even know
butter biscuit.
Butter biscuit maybe.
Yeah.
And then it's got like jam and frosting.
Vanilla frosting.
Yeah, it looks very similar to a Pop-Tart, but it's really good, and I can see that it has some of those vibes because those they are also toasted.
Yeah, exactly. There's something in there that really reminds me of that.
My burps taste like peanuts.
Yeah, and also the mouthfeel is
crazy good.
Yeah,
that's
it's
also the thing. I think Michael said when we had Kentucky that he thought it was a bit thin. But the only reason I think it felt a bit thin was because it was a little bit more carbonated than this.
Yeah, this one.
As soon as this really
perfect carbonation.
Yeah, because that one was a little bit carbonated, but then as soon as the carbonation died down, you could really feel that kind of fluffy mouthfeel. Because this is like really thick coating, fluffy, really nice mouthfeel.
Super robust base, you know. But it is a fun beer, and I think I would maybe have a hard time drinking
an entire bottle.
Yeah, an entire bottle by myself, but sharing it is really, really good.
Yeah.
So, because it is very intense,
it's bold.
Yeah.
It's
it doesn't hold back on anything.
I'd say 3 people for 1 bottle is pretty good.
Yeah.
But we're doing it 2 because we're like cracking it.
3 people would be perfect, but 2 is also
fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is great. This is Transient really got the stout game going. This is fucking fantastic. And you never eat peanut butter jelly stout, do you think like, does it fucking work?
So now we have to judge, do we rate impression over drinkability because
we rate subjectively as we always do.
Level of enjoyment.
And what do you think in the moment right now? And for me, like this is like a 96 or something like that, I think.
Yeah, I'll go 95 because the latte one we had, I would probably want to drink more of than this, but this has a bit more of the wow factor.
Yeah, but this is one of the best fruited Imperial stouts I've had in a long fucking time. This is, I don't know if they're going to do a barrel aged version of this, but think of the Jam the Radar. That's like also really up there. Yeah. But this is like really similar to that, just without the barrel flavor. I think it's really good. So I'm thinking 96.
Yeah. I think I'll stick to the 95, but yeah.
But it's interesting though, because we had those reactions. We're like, whoa, you know.
Yeah.
So it should be minimum 95, at least in my book.
Yeah, it should, and I also think I'm on a high
95.
95, yeah.
But I will say I prefer like the reserve we had would probably maybe be 100s almost.
Yeah, and the Prince of Darkness are just like a level.
Well, I didn't try the Prince of Darkness because we got a bottle.
Yeah,
so.
but and that's also why I give it a 95 because I know the level that we can expect from the barrel aged
will be
stuff.
even higher. I'm gonna stick to the 96.
Yeah,
it's one of the better fruited Imperial.
It definitely is. It definitely is. It's only because I wouldn't drink a lot of this.
Yeah.
And it's not that you have to drink a lot of everything, but
no.
It would be lovely if I could, maybe just drink it by myself if I had to. I could, but I would probably do it within 3 or 4 hours.
It is quite thick stuff. And it's really rich too.
Yeah, exactly.
Part of it, so.
Yeah, it's bold.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, if you had a chance to try Transient Artisan Ales Smuckley, let us know what you thought of it. Thanks a ton to Dan and Chris for this. This was awesome. Really looking forward to try Prince of Darkness. We should get on the reserves. That would be great to get reviews of. But yeah, this was amazing. So if you guys had a chance to try Smuckley, let us know what you thought of it. I'm not sure if any of you guys have had this yet because I think they just had the Barklord Day, I think they call it.
Okay. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Not too long ago. They just released these not too long ago. So and they switched to all of them are in the 500 milliliter format now instead of bombers.
That's great.
But if you got a chance to try it, let us know. I'd say worth trading for in my book at least. So worth a shot. Don't give up maybe too much because it's not barrel aged like the other variants. But I would get some of this. This is great. So
definitely.
If you guys had a chance to try it, let us know what you thought of it. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And we're going to say cheers. It's some peanut butter and jelly stout goodness. And see you guys in the beer review.